One of the fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights. It's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Using the quick game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven. And they register a sack early here on only the 2nd play of the game.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
Turning it on! Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback keeper running into the open space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he reels it in inside the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Utes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring them to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quarterback making adjustments. The RPO fired complete to the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Got the back over the middle. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bentley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They just keep firing. The quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team.
No gain on the play. First down for the offense.
And the Utes are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Brings up second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Here's the pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long.
Going for it all. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
Number 10 in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This guy just gives you that. He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. catch in the middle. It's Hagan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To throw, it's Bachmeier. He makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Cougars in the hurry up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hagan. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And he's wrestled to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. to the air. It's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On target over the middle. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Catch in the middle. It's Hagan. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly. Make
touchdown, Cougar! They take the lead with the 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the...
Pulls it in down the middle. There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And wings it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This time it's complete. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Finds a little space. Crosses the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Dampier. They've got the screen set up. couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Right back to the well. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space.
First and goal, Utah.
And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. you got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
Wants to throw on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. They'll go right back to it. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
The inside handoff. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Utes just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They'll try to run for it. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Looking downfield. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got his man out of the backfield. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
That's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Durham. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Kearney on the Jets. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Extending the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown,
the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Grab behind the line, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Now facing a third and long. The screen, he can go. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Durham. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Clemson. A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Back to throw time running short in the half. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off time, and a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He turns that loose down the right side. Picked off. What a play by this defense. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
It is good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Anderson.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. LSU right back to the line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
He's got it and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn up.
Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
LSU 14.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not...
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Randall. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. That's caught. It's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Klubnik. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Randall. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And he loses the football on the return. So he gets his own fumble back, but not enough for the first down, so they'll have to give up the ball.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from going the other way, and he's got room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Randall. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
No gain on the play.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. The screen, and watch out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And they fake it, looking for a man. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets to give. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Couldn't get the chains moved there, and now this 4th down is so important.
And it's getting so critical now in this 4th quarter. We got to make some plays. This is probably go time. And here's the thing. At least you picked up some yards on 3rd down to make this a little bit more manageable on 4th.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I'm not just playing from behind trying to get points. I'm also racing against this clock. One thing I can't do, take sacks. I got to throw the football away. I got to understand the clock situation.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. I think they keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Williams. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. It's a fake he wants to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up.